Good morning, everybody. It's Sheila from Bohodaydreams. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm going to do a quick preview of my latest bundle. The last few haven't made it to YouTube because they sold out so quickly. Quickly going to go over my contact information. So if you want to get a hold of me to order a bundle or have me create a bundle for you, I'm Bohodaydreams on Facebook. It's a group where you can join. It's for a bunch of crafters and whatever. And you can also connect with me at scoghill4@gmail.com. Either one of those is great to connect with me because I look at my emails quite often. So we're just going to go over this quickly. Like a lot of you know that I've been busy in my new craft home painting, and we're going to go and actually buy the paint and possibly paint today. I've got some paint still left on my hand from yesterday where we had primed it, and it's looking quite nice. Anyway, so we're going to go over this. It's a bundle with 60 plus pieces. It comes to you like this with a variety of different colors of the ribbons, a variety of different color of the wraps. So we're just going to open it up and take a look. So these bundles are almost all identical with different cuts from the fabric. So what you'll get is this beautiful little piece of trim, and it's geared towards Christmas. So it's gold with deep red crystals. I don't know if you can see the crystals in there or see the sparkle. Some little silk sari ribbons. And you may have a gold piece like this or a different metal type of gold piece. Everybody has almost a 6-inch piece of this. Now this sari that I cut up is a little bit special. It's old. It's a vintage sari. It's probably, I don't know, could be 40-50 years old. It came from India, and I found it at a thrift shop, and it still has the from India, the price on it of how they had priced their saris at that time. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's the first time I'm using this one. So, as always, there's a bunch of sparkly bits on top. We'll just go over those quickly. And this is a piece of that sari snippet roll that I have, so everybody's piece is going to be different. This came from a tunic, so these pieces are all different too. Some kits have a piece from this tunic, and then some kits have a different piece from a different tunic. And the pieces are a little bigger this time, just because I made less bundles. This is gorgeous. This is a hand beaded piece, and you can see on the back all the hand beading that went into this piece. Just gorgeous. And this is a piece that a lot of ladies in my group have been kind of raving about. I don't know if you can see, but there's a peacock in there. And so everybody's kit has a piece of this. It's a little chilly up here today. This is a hand beaded piece. So beautiful. It's quite cold outside, and my studio that I'm in right now is unheated and uninsulated, so it's a little cold in here too. Just gorgeous. A piece of trim. Just a piece of silk embroidery. And not everybody's kit has this, but you have something else in its place. Piece of sari trim with metal embroidery on it and beads. a little flower. And I left the fabric on in case you want to make beads with it. It's really a cool feeling fabric. It's woven with some gold, burgundy and gold. Very pretty. So sparkly. I love this color. It was kind of hard to cut this. So pretty. All right. It's kind of a cool, really slinky piece of lace fabric. Everybody has a piece of that. Very delicate sari, this one was. So everyone has a piece of that. It's a little sturdier, but beautiful, silk-like. This piece here is just a basic piece, but it's more like a linen, kind of like a waxed, almost like a waxed linen. It's very cool. Feels good. I love texture. And this is from the last kit, but it's so pretty that I thought I would include it in this one. This very light, and all the little sequins. If you see all the glitter on that, just really pretty. This is, it's got metal embroidery on it. It's just very pretty, very, very pretty. Ah, my hands are cold. My hands are cold. This is pretty, pretty, pretty. Love it. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there, but it's a little bit embossed. Just beautiful. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in that. This is a piece of cotton, but it's got all the beautiful, beautiful colors in it and some sequins. I just loved it. And another piece, more red. If some of these pieces are coming up that they're not looking quite so red, most of these pieces are very, very, very deep red for Christmas. And here's from a dupatta. And every piece is different. Some have the embroidery on it, some have just these little sequined metal threads on it. And I fight threads the whole time. Threads everywhere. This one's woven, beautiful, kind of reversible, but as you can see, threads. Another very airy piece with some sequins and some beaded appliques, hand beaded pieces. Beautiful. Just gold threads woven through it. This is Christmas. Look at that. That's a beautiful embroidered piece with sequins and metal threads. Everyone has that. And this is beautiful too. It's woven in gold. It's got some silver weaving in there too. You can see that. And all these pieces are a good size because I made a lot less bundles this time. And this is a beautiful piece of silk. Ooh, very light, very light. I don't know if you can see the sheen on it. It's a very deep maroon type of color. And this was the lining to that silk. And it's kind of like a woven cheesecloth, but stronger. It's really interesting. It's a very deep red, like a candy apple red. Just a piece of scarf with some embroidery and some red crystals on them. And this is also a very deep red. Comes up more of an orangey red, but it is definitely not orange. It's definitely a deep, deep, deep red. And another deep red piece. This is silk, and it's got a beaded flower on it with some sequins. Just a complimentary piece. This is gone now. I have no more of this left. Some kits might have 2 half pieces. It's so beautiful. I don't even know if I saved a piece for myself. I ran out, and so I wanted to make sure all the kits had one. This is beautiful. Deep red with lots of texture, gold thread, sequins. Lovely. And again, all deep red. It's really beautiful, just piece of fabric. It's kind of like a brocade. It's very sturdy. Beautiful on both sides. And now this isn't an Indian piece, it's a Japanese piece, but because I found the peacocks on the other piece, I noticed that this had birds on it too. And so I decided to add this. This is a Japanese piece that I had found somewhere a long time ago. And it's a fair-sized piece. It's beautiful, dark, dark red with black and dark red flowers and some sequins. Kind of just blends in well with everything. I don't know if you can see all the sparkliness in there. There's a flower there. Every kit has a piece of that. Now this, excuse me, this I found interesting. This is a sari that is just woven in metal. It's just complete metal. It's a pretty heavy piece, but so interesting. So I cut a piece of the sari for everybody, and it's a fair size piece. And then this was the trim around the outside. So I cut a piece of that too. You don't find brown very often. In fact, I think I've found brown twice. This is the first brown that I've ever cut. And then this is from a dress, a tunic. And I cut a piece for everybody, but I left all the extras attached to it. So if you want to use the extra fabric, that'd probably make a gorgeous bead, or just any, the details on this are just so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. So I was hoping that everybody could use a piece of this. I just thought it was so beautiful. It was just really a tiny dress, so not every piece is this big, but everybody has the appliqued beaded flower and then some of the fabric that's attached to it. Beautiful green. This is very pretty. It's kind of variegated. So some of the other pieces will have more orange. You can see that the weaving, the weft there is a bit more burnt orange. And then there's the gold and the green in it. This is pretty. It's kind of like a foiled silk almost. And then on the back you also have another piece of the gold, so you can take it apart and use it however you see fit. Isn't that beautiful? It's so boho. A beautiful piece of pashmina. I just love it. It's so pretty. the sparkles in there. It's kind of reversible. Almost done. This is beautiful. Thought that was pretty. Oh, this way. Just an applique, and then there's a bit of silver threading. Just kind of kept the theme of the blue towards the end. This is a beautiful piece of silk, and this comes from a sari that came from West Africa. When I was on my vacation visiting my granddaughter, there was a lady that had invited me over to see her collection, and she comes from West Africa, and she had brought these along with her when she had migrated to Canada probably 40-50 years ago. And she said they were older than that, but that's when she came. And so it's kind of hard to cut it up, but I can't keep everything, so I thought I would add that because there's just a story behind that piece. And then there's this piece right here. This is beautiful. It's the dark blue with embossed flowers and silver. It's just gorgeous. This one's almost all gone too, but I thought I would add a piece. So that is everything. Thank you so much. Let me know through the Facebook group, the Facebook group Boho Daydreams, or my email, scoghill4@gmail.com. If you're interested in a bundle, they're nearly all gone, but I hope there's enough left by the time I post this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.